Good morning all, hope you're all really well. Welcome back to the channel. Firstly guys, I feel like I need to make an apology really. My last upload, which was a couple of days ago, I've actually for the first time ever had to remove it for two reasons really. And the first one, you know, sometimes when I'm doing sort of time lapse or fast forward camera shooting really, while I'm say if I'm weeding a flower bed or something, you don't want to see every little tiny bit going on for 20 minutes, so I speed up the footage, and I normally put a little bit of music to it and whatnot. Now, in my naivety, I've been using so I use a DJI action camera for shooting all my footage, and the DJI app gives you recommendations for music. And unbeknownst to me, now I've gone over 1,000 subscribers, I can monetize my content, but also certain things can get you a copyright strike. Now, I didn't know. I mean, any of the music that I've put to my clips, I didn't realise that some of these artists, if you like, or you know, the tunes themselves from DJI, have actually got a copyright on them. So the first thing that happened was I got a copyright warning from YouTube to say that that video couldn't be monetized because I'd used content that was copyright, i.e. the music that was accompanying the tune. So I had to remove the music before it would let me upload the clip. So I felt then that it sort of made the clip made the video quite boring, because there was several times and quite a few minutes worth of content in the video where I'm weeding flower beds and planting flowers. That was quite boring actually, and there was no accompanying music or anything. Some of you might not like that, I don't know, but I felt like I'd done too much filming that I felt needed a bit of something to break it up, and so I had to remove the music before it would let me upload the video. So that was the first thing. And then the second thing was, and it's something that I've been aware of for quite a while, I can sometimes be really jerky with the camera while I'm talking, because I'm very enthusiastic about what I'm trying to deliver for you. And on my phone, once I'd sort of used the app to create my video, I don't use a computer, I use the app, and we upload it. Now on my phone it absolutely looked brilliant. I was proud of the video, but once I'd uploaded it, what I tend to do is just have a look at it on my TV, as I've got a sort of, I don't know what it is, 50 or 60 inch telly in the front room, and I always have a look at that, because I am aware that quite a lot of my viewers don't watch my content on like an iPad or an iPhone or a smartphone. Quite a few of you out there watch it on the TV, on YouTube, on the telly. And only when I looked at it on my telly did I realise quite how I've lost the sort of smoothness, and I was panning from one thing to another, and to be honest, it even made me quite dizzy. And so it was an apology really, guys. I decided that it's two lessons learned there. One for the added music to clips. I need to find another avenue to find accompanying music I can use that doesn't get you a copyright issue, and also I need to slow down and get back to being quite smooth with the filming. So I thought it'd be best to just delete that video, and here I am again at the start of a new one. So today is going to be a lot different. One reason is there isn't going to be any music today. I'm going to do my homework on the music front, but I'm going to be filming things a lot more smoother today to see how we get on. Right, so that's the apology out the way, guys. I am sorry if that's affected anybody, and you're wondering why perhaps my last video has disappeared. Those are the two fundamental reasons why. So on to today's video, and I thought I've got to go out Saturday morning today now, and I'm going out pricing jobs today. So I thought I'm going to take you with me to price a job, and I'm going to show you what needs to be done, and I'm going to show you how I work out how much I'm going to tell the customer my quote will be based on what we see today. I think that might be helpful to quite a few of you who have asked me many questions about pricing and what we do, or what I do. Everybody's different. We all price things differently. We all do our gardening work differently. We all have different ideas and the way and the results that we get working in these gardens that we do. It could vary from county to county, from country to country. But we all have one goal at heart, and that is to provide a good service for customers and have their gardens looking as good as they can possibly look. So that's one thing we all share in common, guys, I think. So I'm going to show you how today. I'm going to turn up to the job. I've already been sent photos of what needs to be done, what the customer wants quoting, and I'm going to go through the job with you, and I'm going to price it. So there's no I've got no qualms today, guys, with you guys knowing how I will price this job. You might think, oh, I wouldn't have priced it like that, or I'd have been cheaper, or I'd have been more expensive, whatever it may be. I just thought it would be helpful to any sort of new people out there, new to the channel, new to setting up a little gardening business or whatever it is you're doing. And pricing is the crucial part for me, because that's why we all work, isn't it? We work to earn the money, and we need to make sure we've earned enough money to pay the bills, keep the wolf from the door. So yeah, so I'm going to take you with me now, and we are going to go and price a job for JMP Garden Maintenance with JP Living the Dream. So there you go, guys. So I'm sorry for the massive intro, but I felt like I had to clarify a few things and also make a bit of an apology, guys. So, you know, I'm still new to YouTubing, and I'm trying my best with it. I'm trying different techniques, and ultimately I enjoy making content for all of you guys. So please stick with me. I will get better as time goes on, and I promise you that when we get going with this journey of mine on YouTube, we are going to get better. I'm going to get better. I'm going to learn. I'm going to take inspiration from the way other people film their footage, and ultimately I'm going to try and provide a decent viewing experience for you, my subscribers. Okay, right, I've talked enough. I'll see you when we get to the job. Right, guys, so the first part of the job to price is this trellis we've got here. As you can see, it's been installed with these are like post feet with a spike on the end, which you hammer into the ground and then put your post in, and that's only been put in to support this main post at one time that's obviously been dug in or concreted in. So this has been a strengthening post, support post, which has gone in with one of those feet, one of those spikes. Obviously that's failed as well, so both posts have actually snapped off in the high winds. And the reason that's happened is we've got all this ivy, like a Persian ivy this is, and the weight of it has created a huge screen and a lot of weight on that. So now it's basically acting like a windbreaker. So when the wind comes from behind here, there's that much weight on it, and it's like a wall now. It's like a solid. So it's just pushing against it, and it's snapped off the posts. But what the customer wants me to do, he wants me to dig it out and do away with the whole thing. We don't need it there, really. It's not adding any value. So the first job is that he wants me to price is to remove all the vegetation, all the ivy, and then dismantle the trellis, take that down, and dig the posts out. So that's job number one in this garden for me to price. Now, the way I'm going to look at that is, I'm going to, as I've said before, I don't work on an hourly rate, and I do everything like on a price. But you do have to factor, of course, the hours it's going to take you into the job in some description. So I would attack this job I will hedge trim all the ivy as much off as I can flush to the fence, both sides, and then I will pull any weight off the top and make this as near to a normal panel again as I can. I will then start digging out the posts either side, and then we will drop it to the ground, and then I will dissect the timber, the trellis, and I'll probably cut the posts up as well, and then they've all got to be taken out of here, out to the front and loaded and taken away to the waste, so to the tip. So for that element of the job, believe it or not, to do all that, it's going to take me probably 2.5 hours to get it down into manageable bits, get it away, dig everything out, make tidying, and drag it out, put it on the trailer, and to take it away. I know for a fact there'll be some tipping charges there. I won't be able to get rid of that as easy as you'd think. So I'm going to bear that in mind, and we will discuss what I'm going to charge for that a bit later in the video. Right, now there is another task to do, so let's go down and have a look. Okay, so palisade fencing. It's a little bit up and down, this fence, but you can see what's happened here. This panel here has broken, has been wind damaged, and also once again the dreaded ivy has completely taken over and grown all the way through. That's the concrete post there which the panel slots in, and that ivy has just completely pushed everything over, and then it's sort of compromised the panel itself, and started pushing it this way, and then these pieces have just popped out. Now they're only nailed on, look, I've noticed that with every one, they've just been nailed together, which is fine if you haven't got this problem with the ivy. So once again, that's what's caused that. Now normally if all of this wood was rotten, I'd just get a new panel and slot it in, clear the ivy and slot it in. But this stuff is actually solid. It's actually solid. It's a bit green, but it's actually solid. None of it is rotten. It's in good order. So what I will do is I will price to remove all the ivy, completely clear that channel within the concrete post there, and I will then de-nail everything, and I will make the panel back up and screw it together and then slot it straight back in, and that will be job done. So that is job number 2. And yeah, I'll have a quick think about it, guys, and I will come back to you in a second. So where do I want to be at with this particular job? Now, as we know, as I said before, the trellis up there and the ivy, there's a few hours work there to clear all that vegetation, dig the posts out, dismantle everything, and then take it up and through the garden into the trailer, and then take away to the tip. And the same with this one here, to clear all the ivy away nicely, de-nail all the timbers, and then screw everything together to make a panel and put that back in. I'm going to be here most of the day doing this, guys. So I probably think it'd be 6 hours I'd be here, you know, and then I've got tipping fees. This job is probably about 8 mile away from my house. So I'm going to be looking at, I think my price is going to be, you have to allow all these things, guys. You know, so as I've said to you in many pricing videos, I've got outgoings, I've got my public liability insurance, my tools, and my machinery that I'll be using to do these 2 jobs. So I'm going to be around about £380 to do this job. So, and some of you out there might think, £380, wow. You might think it's high, you might think it's low, depending on what part of the country you're in. For me, I've allowed there £80 to use all my gear and to come here, which is 8 or 9 mile away from my house. And I'll probably have another pair of hands with me that day as well. I'll get somebody to help me. They can be clearing all the ivy off here, then I'll assemble this panel while they're over there clearing the ivy off that trellis, and then we'll both dig out the posts and dismantle everything, and then we'll load the trailer and take away. So I'll have to pay somebody's wages that day, and then I'll probably want about £200 for myself, if I can. So So I'm going to put this quote in for about £380. I haven't got to buy anything new for the job. Like I say, I'm not buying a new panel. I will bring some screws with me, but they're minimal, and it'll just be the cost for me, my labour, perhaps with a guy with me, and obviously using my tools, and then tipping fees as well. So that's this job, guys. It's going to be £380, and we will see how I get on. Right, while I'm here, I've agreed to mow the lawn. I did mow this lawn for a while, a couple of years back, but then unfortunately the gentleman who lived here was the father of my client, and unfortunately he passed away sometime last year. So my customer has asked me if I will just take the top off the grass for the first cut of the season, and then I'll submit this price for him to do these two jobs, and we'll see how we get on. So, right, get the mower out the van, get the grass mowed. So I'm now back in the van, guys. I didn't bother filming the grass cutting in the rear lawn. It's only a tiny lawn. It's not really worthwhile, but sure you've already seen me over the last year or so cutting miles and miles of lawn anyway. It's not very exciting. But yeah, so that is how I would go and quote that job. I hope it's been helpful to you. It's a gorgeous Saturday morning. So I've got another couple of jobs to do now. And then I will be going home to enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I hope you all do too. So once again, guys, thank you for joining me on JP Living the Dream, and I'll see you lovely lot on the next video. Take care all. Ta-da.